afternoon and welcome back to the farm. It's been a very slow day. I did not sleep well last night, so I did not get up this morning in time to do anything. And now I'm getting off work and I've got to run some errands. One of the things I'm going to get is a big sprinkler for the big garden, so I can just set that up and let it run for an hour and get everything watered. And then I got to go grocery shopping because I haven't been grocery shopping in a while. But then when I get back, hopefully I'll have enough time and energy. I got a very large package that I've been waiting about a week for. That's going to require a little assembly, and hopefully it'll have cooled off enough by then for me to put it together. Let me get these errands done and I'll be right back with you. Nope, nothing's happening tonight. I got the sprinkler, I got my groceries, but I also, in the course of driving, realized I've done something to my neck. Whether I slept on it wrong or lifted something wrong, I can barely turn my head, which made making left turns driving home really exciting. So, nothing's going to happen tonight. I'm going to struggle to get these groceries in, and then I'm going to do heat and cold therapy and see if I can make it go away so that I don't have it tomorrow. So we'll try this again tomorrow. Thanks for coming along, and I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. Let's try this again. My neck is still not 100%, but I got stuff I've got to do. That's the challenge when you're doing a project like this on your own, is there's nobody else to pick up the slack for you if you get sick or hurt. And you've got plants that need tending and animals that need watering, and well, those chickens are not going to stay in that box forever. All right, so today I also have a lot of errands I have to run because I have to do maintenance on the cat and on the car. So I've got just enough time to try and set up this new sprinkler and hopefully get the garden here watered. Just doing a quick eyeball to see my new cabbages and cauliflower all look okay. So it looks like they haven't been gotten to. I could stand to replace a couple of the broccolis, but they're getting bigger. So that's looking good. I don't see any. No, that's no surprise. I've got this basil right here that's going to seed, so I got to pinch that back. But I'll worry about that later. Right now I have just enough time to get this watering done. So let's see if I can make the sprinkler work. not too bad. It doesn't reach the full width of the garden. So I'm going to do it about 15 minutes on that side and 15 minutes on this side. And that should at least get it through the day. And I'll do that again tonight. That's going to make things so much easier because that took a lot of time. And when I don't have to be anywhere, I can let it run a lot longer. But I only have like half an hour before I've got to be on the road to the mechanic. So I'm going to spend that half an hour watering the front garden and making the cat very unhappy because I cannot let her out today because I can't be chasing her down when it's time to take her to the vet. So, all right, let me get this watering done and get on the road. Well, that was definitely a lot easier. I do kind of have to keep an eye on it because when I was doing the other end, I noticed it stopped oscillating. And I'm not sure why it did that, but this actually works out well. If I put it in the middle of the paths on this side and the middle of the paths on that side, then it'll get the whole garden. And there is a temptation to just get 2 sprinklers. But I'm worried that the water pressure would drop too much, so then it wouldn't cover the whole garden anymore. So, progress has been made. Oh, I now have to get myself together and get to the mechanic. So I will see you back here in hopefully not too long. Car's been cleaned up. Ooh. The cat's mad at me because I won't let her out. I've got dinner in the crock pot so I don't have to cook when it's so stinking hot. So, and my neck is not bothering me as much. Look, I can turn it almost 45 degrees. Getting old is tough, man. When you hurt yourself sleeping, you know you're in sad shape. But I'm mobile enough that I'm going to start working on this thing. I really would love to get all this grass cleaned up so it doesn't look so dead and depressing. But I have no idea what's in this box, so let's see how you put this thing together. I'm 85% happy with that. I've lost a piece already. There's a bolt that attaches to the handle so that I can raise and lower the brushes. So like when I drive over the driveway, I'm not picking up all the rocks, because it picks up everything. And I think the pattern is going to have to be mow and then collect. But that said, it picked up that whole big grass pile that I've been working around for the last, how long? 3 weeks? So that makes me happy. I don't see that wing nut anywhere, and I didn't see it in the pile of grass that I dumped. So it doesn't look like the sweeper picked it up. But I'm too hot to think straight, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'm going to go inside and cool off and get some lunch. But all in all, I'm very happy with that. Now I'll go out and do the big lawn later, maybe? I don't know, we'll see. It's fun to do, but it's hot. All right, let me go get a drink. Hey, baby. Oh. It was about an hour and a half's work, and I'm pretty pleased. Everything looks really good. I still have to do some more mowing on the garden pasture, but I emptied the battery. The sweeper works okay. Those missing pieces, I think, are making a big difference. So I've got to get in touch with the company and see if they can send me replacements. But at the very least, it's keeping the clippings from killing the grass, and it's given me a wonderful pile of mulch. So I'm gonna come out tomorrow morning before it gets stinking hot again, because we got one more day of this, and mulch the tomatoes and peppers with those grass clippings, and that should go a long way to helping keep that water in the soil, and it'll start breaking down and provide organic matter to help build up the soil, because that's what we're working on here. We're growing vegetables, but really what we're doing is we're growing soil. If you have good soil, you have good vegetables. So that's what you've got to focus on. But it is 8 o'clock, and I gotta go in and shower and eat something, and we'll come back for one more day of this. Good morning. It is hopefully the last day of the heat wave, and I've got a couple of things to do, like usual, and we'll see where that goes wrong. I want to get as much of these grass clippings on the garden as I can to mulch stuff down, and then water again this morning. And I got a new, it's called a puppy playpen, but I want to open it up and see if the slots are small enough that I can put the chicks in it, because they are getting too big for all 20 of them to be in that box. But I'm not ready to put them out in the coop yet, because it's just been too hot to get the work done that I need to get done in there. Hopefully this weekend I'm going to get that linoleum done and get the automatic coop door in. But for now, I'd like to start, A, giving them some more room to move around, but B, start getting them adjusted to being out on grass. I can't believe I've already had them almost 3 weeks. Well, it's nice and cool-ish right now. I think it's in the low 70s at the moment. So it's very comfortable. So let's get this work done and pray for rain. that's what I can get done for now. So I got both tomato beds done, the pepper bed and the cauliflower and cabbage bed. The friggin' critters got in and bit the tops off of 5 of my tomatoes, all in the slicer section. So I'm not as upset as I would be if they were my Costaludos. But still, that's 5 tomatoes that I'm not going to get any production out of. So I'm going to have to replace those. I've got repellent that I'll put out later to hopefully try and reduce that. But for now, I've got to get the other part of my day started. The storms are coming. I can hear them rumbling off in the distance behind. They're supposed to be here in the next 15 minutes or so. So I covered up the remains of my clippings and I shut up the shed, and now I'm going to hide inside. It's supposed to drop 20 degrees in the next 2 or 3 hours, which is going to be a blessing. But as someone who's not crazy about thunderstorms, I'm going to go hide in the house.